it's clear, and it's clearer with every Chelsea match, how they miss Hakim Ziyech and how important he has been to their success so far this season.
Yeah, and Frank has had mitigating circumstances. I don't think at all this season, I can't think of one game this season where Frank's had his best 11 or what would be perceived to be his best 11, and Ziyech is in that. He's an unbelievable player, a frightening player. I mean, he just destroyed teams in the Eredivisie and in the Champions League as well. So once Frank has a little bit of time to get through this bad form, and it's Man City next potentially, that could be a little bit more painful for him. It's Fulham after that, and he might be able to get a tune out of Timo Werner. He might even play Timo Werner in the FA Cup against Morecambe, just trying to get his confidence going. Kai Havertz, I thought, had some neat little touches today. Not brilliant, not amazing, but he needs a little run of confidence or a shot of confidence. And Ziyech is the same. Once he comes back from his little knock and his injury, and Frank has the ability to try and put his best team and his best formation on the pitch, it's a bit like the question we asked about Arteta last week. Is he under pressure? Well, he was under pressure, of course, because you're Arsenal manager. But not one of us, I don't think, ever said he should lose his job. And none of us are saying that about Frank. But when you are a manager of Chelsea and your results are 1 win and 5, the pressure is going to be on you. And that's just the natural. That is just the nature of the beast. So, as I said, once Ziyech is fit and all the boys that he's got, trying to get them up to speed, which is going to be a test for Frank, when he gets them all fit and available, they'll shoot up to the league and they'll probably get back in the top 4.
What is the best 11, Don?
Well, I mean, I said today, system-wise, I think it's 4 at the back. I think it's 2 midfield. And I think, as Frank said before, I've been fighting Jorginho's corner, Dan, for a good 18 months now. And I think I've got to back down on what I thought of Jorginho. I think he's a real good technician, but he goes to Italy, he goes to Spain. It could be a dream, quarterback midfield player for someone. I think when I look at Chelsea's best 2 in midfield, it would be N'Golo Conte and Kovacic. And then you've got Havertz at the top, as in like a number 10 in his best position. Giroud leading the line, Pulisic off one side, and Ziyech. I mean, that 4 is pretty decent with the 2 players I mentioned in behind.
Isn't it quite something, Don, that you've got Olivier Giroud over Timo Werner? How things have changed.
Yeah, well, Timo Werner's out of form, and he'll come back. But I think what Frank was hoping for, he was hoping for Timo Werner to go in as the number 9. Displace Tammy Abraham, and then maybe that would have, been a little bit easier to then move Giroud on. The fact that Timo's not done it as a 9, he's had to shift him onto the left-hand side, so then he's got a straight battle between Tammy and Giroud. And if you're asking me who's the best centre forward, it's Giroud. Look what he done for the France side in the World Cup. I think they played Australia in the first game, and they didn't really get a kick when they had all the sort of flair players and no Giroud. He then come back in the second game, and France won the World Cup, and he didn't score a goal. But he was brilliant for the players in and around him. So he has got an embarrassment of riches. And once he gets them fit, Chelsea will not be languishing in 6th, 7th and 8th. That's for sure.
Who would have thought, Frank, we'd be genuinely having a conversation. Who should start, Giroud or Werner?
Well, that's completely crazy, but that's Olivier Giroud. And we've been warned, so many years that we... and everybody, I've said sometimes, that Giroud shouldn't be with the national team, shouldn't be number 9 for Arsenal, shouldn't be at Chelsea, but he's there and he's becoming, absolutely crucial to have a Giroud at the front of this team. He didn't touch many balls. I think before he scored he had 14 touches, but what he does on the goal, even before the header, it's absolutely fantastic, and it shows how influential he is for the team. And when we see Werner right now, when we see Abraham as well, even if he scored, but what he brings to the team overall during the time he's on the field, yeah, you have to pick Giroud, because Giroud is the best striker right now for Chelsea.
This is bonkers, Steve.
Yeah, I would say though, as well as Giroud's playing right now, you can't play him every game. You can't. He is far better when you play him, give him a complete rest, maybe miss the next game completely or have him on the bench. Now you can play him the next game. I don't think you can play him every game. But with the squad that Frank has, that actually might help him, because that means he can then throw Werner into centre forward now and again. Or he can stick Werner wide and then play Tammy Abraham through in the middle. Maybe he can even try Havertz as centre forward, because right now Havertz is so far out of form that I've been banging the drum about giving him a run of games. Even I can't do that right now. And that also means with Don's team in particular, you've got no Mason Mount. I mean, Mason Mount's been as good a player for Chelsea all season as anybody else. So, embarrassment of riches, who do you play? But I'll tell you what, you can't play Giroud every game.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.